I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man, fighting out of Leeds. 300 pounds. No one in the heavyweight division is as terrifying as this man. And his opponent, his name is Eric Esch, but he's known as Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Eddie the Beast Hall, and he's straight from the tune of Newcastle, UK, and of course, he is the world's strongest man. The one and only Butterbean. They call him king of the 4-rounders, but he can go 12 if he needs to. I'm not sure that any of his fights will last that long.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Newcastle under Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie the Beast Hall. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, known as the King of the 4-rounders, introducing Butterbean.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And there's the bell for round 1. That hook scores. Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. What a day it has been, Johnny, but finally now our main event, and the crowd is still hyped.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Misses with that jab. They block the uppercut. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice defense with that jab. That hook is parried away. Well done with that counter shot. Nice defense on that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Right, just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your timing already. They're right smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your shots in there. Vary it up. Great work. You stay focused now. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah? Don't be looking there for one out there and win the round. Get your mind back on the job. He's not getting back up. You're doing good, kid. Into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your laps. Will appear. You can work at that, kid. Back on him this round. Have you got complacent?
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the bag. And now you've let him back into it. Get back out there and switch on.
Here we go for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Can't find a home for that jab. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right uppercut misses. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down, then you get a little dirty.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Good counter punch. Perfect counter lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They better start respecting each other's punching power. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. Tried to score with the uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And the world's strongest man is staggered. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Good work. Just keep him on the end of your jab. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up. Great work. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up. but you'll take him out. He's too tired. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. You're getting your timing already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. Lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Smart. You won't look behind your jab basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. You've been cut.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Clearly, that's not allowed. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He blocks the jab. Looking to land the hook. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You don't want to trade shots. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Perfect counter lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I need you to switch round. You stay focused now. Go out there and win the round. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
One shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up. You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Same again. Don't change too much.
Back, then we go again. Don't worry about that round.
You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out.
Defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Just keep him back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Perfect counter lands. That left shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. He blocks the jab. How about that time counter shot? He just rocked Butterbean, who's off kilter. Look out below. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice defense on that right hook. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no... Hold it right there. Look at the big fella get rocked. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He got complacent. The fight's too tired. He's not getting back up. You're doing good in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. I need you to... The gaps will appear. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shot. Good work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about... Find your jab basics, just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your timing already, they're right. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just put in there, vary it up. Great work. Good thing. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Stay focused. Chin off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out.
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Missing with the hook. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. His jab just got blocked. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And the world's strongest man is staggered. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that hook won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the thinking you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power show. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work. We'll switch on. Get this boxing back together. I need you to take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up. On. You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there. And beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body. Then we go again. Right.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shot. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab and breathe when you're stepping around.
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A perfect counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Caution being thrown to the wind. counter punch. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Swing and a miss for that jab. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get him do good work. You're doing good, kid. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. Will appear. Good work out there, kid. That jab's looking nice. Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than... You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power. Behind your jab basics, just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Defense on the end of what you do. Good work. Just keep him... You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
There and win the round. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round.
Round 7, here we go. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Blocks that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Got out of the way of that right hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Perfect counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
That's his round. You're getting your timing already. That right hand, beautiful, beautiful. there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
Work. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what...
Get back behind your jab basics, get your rhythm back, then we're going good.
Same again. Don't change too much, keep doing what you're doing.
This round, get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
Give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Work. Stay
There, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take...
Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter shot lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. That jab gets blocked. That counter shot lands. Nice body work from both these fighters. That left shot lands. Missed with that right uppercut. Good defense on the right uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
That's it. Starts to...
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Same again. Don't...
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
You stay focused now. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah? You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shot. Good work.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there.
The end of what you do. Good work. Good work that round,
But we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
but you can miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him...
Get back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off.
And there's the bell for round 9. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. He somehow weathered the storm.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, no, Butterbean. He's in trouble. And down goes Butterbean. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Beautiful.
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots
On, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much kid.
You're doing good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Good work out that kid. That jab's looking nice.
Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, kid. Right.
This next round. Get back out there and switch on.
But you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
And now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tough...
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
Minute. Stick him on the end of the jab and then start gathering your pace and win this round back.
And there's the bell for round 10. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just misses with that jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
What an offensive display. Every punch in his arsenal being shown here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect those fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Missing with that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
There's a counter shot. Nope, that uppercut does not score. His jab just got blocked. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Sean, you got fight, kid.
Great round.
Just keep him on the next round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up. Great work. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shot.
Just to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Come defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
Out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab basics. Get your rhythm going.
The gaps will appear. Don't be looking at
easy to win this round. Get your mind back.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Stamina is off the charts. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Oh, and Butterbean just got, look out! It's not the Hindenburg, it's Butterbean who's down! It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it. but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot!